AOA podcast back for another episode, talking about a couple of Epstein victims suing each other. Saddest thing I've seen in quite some time. You don't want to see these people turning on each other, but there's a lot to it. We'll get into it. Speaking of which, big time conspiracy theory here. The Blinton body count grows as another former White House staffer dies in a really bizarre, mysterious death. I have all the details. Chris Rock gets his revenge against Will Smith. Jackson Mahomes is a real piece of garbage. John Morant is a piece of work. And the next time you see April O'Neil, she's going to look very, very different. J Sabs and Cuddles with us on this episode. Let's go. What up, J Sabs?
Oh, you know, just another lovely Monday.
Cuddles, how are you doing?
No.
I'm trying to get this goddamn avatar.
All right, while you're doing that, I want to start on the Epstein story. This is very sad to me. We talked about Virginia Giuffre. This was the kind of the lady that helped take this whole Epstein circle down. She took down Prince Andrew, right? That was her last big win, was getting Prince Andrew to fork over some cash to her and basically bankrupted himself. She's been the renegade. She's been the one kind of leading the charge for all the Epstein victims. We talked about this other girl, Rena O, a couple of times. And when we talked about her, we didn't really know if she's, and again, we've said this a whole bunch of times. Is she victim? Is she one of the people that helped him recruit? Who the hell even knows? But at the point we're at right now, Rena O just filed a lawsuit in Manhattan at a Manhattan Supreme Court Friday, suing Virginia Roberts, accusing her of sexually assaulting Rena O. Which is sad for me because, again, the person that these people should be mad at is fucking Epstein. And now they're clawing at each other, going at each other. But basically, Rena says that she was assaulted by Virginia Roberts Giuffre, that she went to Epstein's home in the fall of 2001, which, by the way, is also heartbreaking to me because fall of 2001 was September 11th time.
Oh,
Like, wasn't that a weird time where, okay, not that you should be sexually assaulting anybody at any point, but that even more so.
That's definitely not the time to be sexually assaulting people.
Right?
No.
Or having weird orgy parties. Like, that was
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. Piece of shit.
Maybe that was the time we needed orgies more than ever. Who knows? I don't know however people got over it. But anyway, this Rena O said she walked into Epstein's home fall of 2001 and that Virginia was there, and suddenly she was naked and said that Virginia was told to perform an act on her.
I wonder which one.
While creepy Epstein was in the corner taking care of himself. Here's the other weird thing. Remember how they talked about, everybody talked about, who's that fat guy, movie guy, Weinstein. Everybody said he like deformed his penis from whacking it so much.
Oh.
Rena said the same thing about Epstein, that he had a weird looking thing because he was like,
I'm going to need photo evidence. Thank you.
Yeah, he was hammering the right way at it so friggin' much. Which, again, that seems strange.
So, wait, is it from him whacking off so much, or is it other people whacking him off?
Who knows?
That's a good question because, I mean, who knows you better than yourself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what the sad part was about this, though? Rena O did an interview with the New York Post after she filed the lawsuit, and she said this was just another masturbation session for him. But for her, it was like a devastating moment in her life, which is kind of fucked up. Shows you how fucked up this whole thing was. So anyway, I don't know. Virginia's been accused of being a recruiter. This Rena O has been accused of being a recruiter. Now they're suing each other. At first, Rena sued Virginia for defamation. There was a countersuit. Now she dropped this other lawsuit. So I'm not sure where this is going to all go, but we'll keep an eye on it. But it makes me sad to see a couple of victims of this piece of shit clawing at each other now. Who knows what really happened? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. Nobody was there. I mean, if anybody was there, it was Jay Saps, but she doesn't seem like she was really there.
Huh? She fits
Exactly.
in.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Let's
Hey.
go back to the Blintons and their mystery deaths. So this, I have no explanation for this. Is this a loose tie into the Clintons? Sure. Is this a suspicious death? Absolutely. Over the weekend, this young lady by the name of Dana J. Hyde, she was killed. She used to work for the Clintons in the White House. She stayed on and worked under the Obama administration as well. You know how she died? She was on a private jet. And on Friday, they made an emergency landing. They hit what they describe as severe turbulence. She was killed.
Oh, that was her?
From the
I heard
severe
about
turbulence.
that one.
Yeah.
How do you die of severe turbulence? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because when I read the article and I didn't know that she was a Blinton staffer, and now it makes sense.
Do you want to know why? You're not a
Why?
truth seeker. I do the research.
Okay, go ahead. I stopped at 2 articles. Maybe you went to that third one.
No, this literally just got released like an hour or so ago
Okay.
that it was her. But yes, how do you die from turbulence? By the way, she was one of like 6 people on the plane.
Yeah.
She was the only one who died.
Did anyone else go to the hospital or anything? Because if no one else had any type of injury, this is sus.
Mm-hmm.
Super sus. So here's my thing. The jet that she was on was owned by her husband's company, from which he co-founded,
Oh.
a Kansas City-based internet provider named Connexon,
Okay.
which is like creepy, super suspect-y, futuristic, weird
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
name. Nobody else died on the flight. Her kid was on the plane
Oh.
along with her husband.
Oh.
I think it was relatively late in the evening. There was an emergency call. They landed the thing in Connecticut. So here's what I'm saying. One of 2 things happened. Either Clinton took her out or the husband took her out.
Check the
Or-
husband's insurance policy. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I was just going to say he had a policy out on him.
or the husband took her out for the Clintons. Either way, I just have a hard time believing that this poor young lady died in a fucking turbulence accident on a private jet.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's weird.
Super strange, right? Like if you're going through turbulence on a commercial airliner where there's 200 people on board and the one person doesn't put their seatbelt on and they hit a weird bump and she knocks her head. Okay, that's one thing. There's 6 people on a plane. If you're heading into turbulence, the pilot knows about it. He's going to be like, everybody get in your seat and buckle your seatbelts.
Right.
Yeah,
And who's not going to listen on a plane that friggin' small?
Mm.
It was the Clintons.
Yeah. I gotta say, there's been a lot of accidents lately on the planes. And you know what? It's a little scary since I just flew with bad turbulence, last week, whatever. So, yeah.
Especially since your roommate just paid somebody to take you out on the flight and it didn't happen. That was really
Exactly.
Yep. He was
Exactly.
unsuccessful at offing you.
put a lot of money into that. And I'm not saying other people didn't invest in it too, but suddenly we're down 1,500. So
Right. Suddenly 14 people are down.
it's all very suspect. Moving right along. Chris Rock gets his revenge finally on the live Netflix special that he ran over the weekend. I didn't catch the very beginning of it. I heard the beginning was all about woke culture and all this and that jazz. I kind of came in the middle towards the end, but I caught the Will Smith stuff. I thought it was brilliant. I thought he was really, really good. Jay Sebs, did you see it?
Of course I did. And I watched it a little bit of the pre-show too. What's wrong with you?
You watched the pre-show too?
A little bit. And the after show too. I thought he's really fun. I always thought he was funny. But I said to the roommate, rumor has it he's going to talk about Will Smith tonight. Because I had read that he was going to say stuff, but I didn't know what. And sure, like, we're waiting. I'm like, he's going to wait till the end. And sure enough, he waited to the end. And it was pretty funny.
I thought it was...
I'm a little bitch.
Oh God, I saw a little bit of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but
That's surprising because last I saw on Saturday night, you were passed out drunk. So
Oh, well, there you go.
that's amazing. I guess you caught up on the internet, Cuddles.
who? Wait, what are you talking about? Who was passed out drunk Saturday night?
Allegedly, that's what I heard. Somebody told me. Somebody passed me a note.
I'm also on TikTok, and I've seen multiple TikToks of it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right?
TikTok will
Stop!
catch you
Don't
up.
be a dick, Anthony.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, but he said what I said. I mean, I don't really blame him. I blame her because she's such a succubus.
Yes.
Succubus.
Yeah.
And like he said, how are you going to be interviewed by the person you cheated on with? He said, like, it's true. How do you sit there and, okay, say Anthony, say your lovely wife cheats on you with, I don't know, someone from the group, right? That could be like something. I don't want to say your son's friend, because that would be against the law right now.
Yeah,
Right now, currently, yes,
Right.
it's true.
So say she cheats on someone from the group and you happen to, I don't know, be interviewed by him or her, and it's just weird.
It's so weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah. You know what's really weird about it too? We talked about it on this podcast. It wasn't like it was everywhere at the time.
Right.
Like this, because she did it on this Facebook show that she had called The Red
Right.
Table or whatever it was called. And nobody was really talking about it. And it was hard to even find out about it. Like I remember having to really scour to find that information about, she was sleeping with her son's friend.
Mm-hmm.
It was very strange. And here's what's weird too about the world and culture. Even if something is on the internet, even if it catches fire and goes viral, you still get stories like that 90% of the population has no idea about.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
It's weird. But what he said was right too, though. He was like, basically, I could tell he knows that she has such a hold over him.
Yeah. Well, you know what I found really interesting? He said in the jokes, amidst the jokes, that when that happened, that she interviewed him about after the entanglement. Chris Rock called Will Smith up to see how he was, and he didn't pick up the phone.
Yep.
He was one of the guys that was like, hey, are you okay? And it like tried to call him to see if he was all right. And he said he worshipped Will Smith.
Yep.
Was so kind of sad. I'll tell you what, you look back on what he said and it's sad, but as I was watching him, I was hysterical because he was very, very funny.
He was.
And it's funny too when he said, because he called him what do you call him, a bitch or a punk ass bitch or something?
Yeah.
He repeated it, and then like on the sixth time he said it, he was still getting huge laughs off of it, out of repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
Now, you'll find this interesting. Somebody literally just before we went live sent me a clip of Inside Edition, which is like one of these like...
Oh, yeah, I know them.
Yeah. 7 o'clock show. I call them 7 o'clock shows.
Okay.
It's like it's on at 7 o'clock. It's Inside Edition. It's like all access. Well, it's Access Hollywood, whatever it is. All these gossipy shows that never offend anybody. This fucking guy on this Inside Edition goes... was it really that funny? Like, I can't believe Chris Rock called Jada the B word. That's what he said.
Oh God.
No.
So annoying. People are so fucking annoying. But wait, what did she have? She had an entanglement?
Like, basically, that's what I said too. I was like, wait,
but
what?
wait.
Cheating.
I want to know, is an entanglement okay, but an affair not okay? I need to know. Asking for a friend.
Oh, that I don't know. But I need to find that out too.
No, well, what
right, girl? I see you.
You see me, girl.
Okay, I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it. What we know now is that, and we didn't know at the time, was that they had supposedly agreed to be in an open relationship.
Right.
and that she described it as an entanglement, but it was an affair with her son's friend, who I think is also a singer or a rapper or something. I think he's an artist.
Yes. So I remember that, but is that like okay?
Well, go ahead.
No, you go, please.
I think that they agreed on an open marriage, right? But I don't think he agreed with her son's friend. I think that was, and then he probably felt like a little bitch to go back and say, no, not with Jaden's friend, you know? So.
Well, it's even
but he's
worse.
like Will Smith. Like, how are you afraid to tell your wife or anyone, like, no? You're Will Smith.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow.
She's 4'11". Like, why is he such a pussy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't
telling
get
you.
The word is bitch, not.
Well, I told you what I think. I think that.
Well, I think he.
Yeah.
Whatever. Go ahead, Ginny.
I think he's gay, and I think that she knows, and that's her dig. Like, oh, you let me, do our son's friend, and I won't tell anyone that you're gay.
So you mean he's got his own entanglements?
Yeah, I think with Jason Derulo, but
they're with the male species.
Yeah, I think honestly, him and Jason Derulo had a thing.
And that's hot. I would watch that. I'd watch those two go at it.
Oh God.
No, I really do think. I think Jason Derulo is 100% gay.
But do they know each other? Or do they ever like do a song or something? How do they know each other?
I don't know how they know each other, but they were doing TikToks together. And just the way, I mean, like together, like going by Jason's house. Just like the way just the way that they interacted with each other was like, oh, he definitely had his cock in his mouth. Come on.
That's true, because Cuddles and I have done TikToks together, and we are also sleeping together. So that checks out.
We have not done TikToks. You asked me to do OnlyFans, and I told you no.
I tried to Jada Pinkett Smith her. I'm like, well, you will do OnlyFans.
He did. He's like, we could make a lot of money. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Don't say it like that. People are going to think I'm a horrible person.
No,
I don't think you were.
No, but after we talked about that, I forget what, I feel like every 4 episodes we talk about some OnlyFans person who's making $1 trillion a month. I said to her, I can't, it is so, if you are a female in America in 2023, the temptation to do OnlyFans is insanely through the roof. Like every female who is not on OnlyFans is turning down, from what I can tell, at least 6 to 10 grand a month to not show whatever on OnlyFans right now.
Right.
Every female, because I have yet to come across the female who gets on TikTok and goes, I got news for you. I've been showing my hooties on OnlyFans for 3 months and I've only made $40. Like it does not exist.
I know, but like I just can't. I can't. I don't know if I could.
I don't want you to show your hooties on
I can't either.
Yeah.
I'll sell my feet, like feet pictures, but I don't think I could sell my hoodies because I had 2 kids. They're not as perky as some of these 20-year-olds that are making $60,000 a month.
I'm telling you though, but here's the thing.
But I want to know who is
paying for it.
Who is subscribing? Yeah, who is paying?
I told you who already.
Listen, I used to be a C cup, but now I'm probably a D. I got some hoodies. These bitches are like a B cup, and I'm like, how the fuck are you making $60,000 a month when I got some knockers over here, and I could probably make a decent amount? And I'm like, I can't do it, but I'm like, who is paying to see these mosquito bites over here?
Dude, it's not even that. I see on TikTok 4s. Some of these women are like 4s, and they're like, I'm making 24 grand a month on TikTok. I'm like, what?
You're like, what are you doing? Right.
Yeah. That's tempting. Like
Let
if
me
I
tell you something. Go ahead.
nobody is paying for me to be on OnlyFans. But if there was a thing where we could be making 24 grand a month, I don't know. I mean, I would have a hard time turning that down. I really, really would. Now here's Rhoda who says, but we get our self-respect. And also she said, making your money from your brains means something. Does it help that they have to remember their password when they log in before they post pictures?
Well, that's a tough thing. Hold on.
Yeah, that's something I can't do. I can't remember my fucking passwords. I have to rely on Apple Siri to tell me what my password is to any given page.
For
so.
everything. For
Yeah.
absolutely everything. I can't remember. And it's really bad because I use the same password and then they're like, well, they tell me I've been a part of some kind of like black market thing. You know, when
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
it's been compromised. That's the word. It's been compromised. What? No one wants my like Zara or password. They don't like, I don't get it.
You are like every other person in America, Cuddles, where we have one password for 90 sites. And what used to put us in a big panic, now every time we log into something, they're like, this password was part of a data breach. And we're like, I am not changing this password. Let somebody log into my bank account and take my shit. I don't care.
Right. I don't have
I have
time
no
or
money. What are
patience.
they going to get?
Yeah. That's basically everybody in America. They're like, yeah, who cares?
Yeah. They're like, they have your social. Yeah. What are they going to do? I have student debt. Okay.
There you
Take that
go.
on, dude.
Oddly enough, my OnlyFans password, not part of a data breach. They lock shit up over there at OnlyFans. Here's the other thing, though. You know what's weird? You never see OnlyFans photos like everywhere. Like, I'm sure there are, but like I never come across like on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, like somebody having a can you not screenshot OnlyFans?
Oh, I wonder.
Is it like Netflix? You ever tried to
Ooh.
screenshot Netflix? You cannot screenshot Netflix.
Oh, really?
It blanks it out. Yeah. Blanks it out. You know when I learned that? During that stupid 365 movie. I was trying to, because I was trying to get a screenshot for the podcast and I did it on my iPad and it was blank. It would not take a screenshot.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I learned that. Can't take a screenshot on Netflix. Pretty strange.
Interesting. Did you so you didn't see any of the after show then?
I don't know. I did. I saw a little bit of Dana Carvey and
You know who I
Dana
love?
Carvey. What's his name?
I love JB Smoove.
He's good.
Oh, I love him too.
He is so funny. And the story he was telling about seeing Chris Rock after the Oscars, Grammys, whatever, which one it was. Oscars? Yeah. He's just and him on Curb is one of the best things.
It's one of the great comedy combinations, him and Larry David.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like when watching Larry David just react to his brilliance is kind of hysterical.
He's so funny. I love him.
Speaking of brilliance, though.
Yes.
We kind of Chase Epps has been on the ball in this episode. Am I wrong?
Helping.
I did 2 lines of coke before I start. Go ahead.
Nice. We kind of talked about this though last year when the slap happened, which was Chris Rock went and he had a show like a night or two later in Hollywood and was like, I'm not talking about this. Remember that?
Yep.
And we kind of said, like, I wonder if he's just saving it up for something big. And sure enough, he sat on this for a year and fucking cashed it. You know what? They say he got $40 million for this special. Yeah.
No way.
$40 million for the special.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
That's what the rumor is.
Damn.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised. This is probably a huge thing since the slap.
I mean, it was very anticipated, and they spent a lot of money marketing this thing too. It was one of those things where it was like on Twitter, where it was like, you know, like this tweet, you know, if you want to get reminded, and then you like it, and then they tweet at you.
Oh yeah.
Right away, and then they tweeted at you like 20 minutes before the show is going to start, so you wouldn't forget to turn it on. Like they spent big money on this.
But you know what people were saying about that though is that when you went to the Netflix homepage, you could not find it. Did not come up. It did not come up for me either. You had to search Chris Rock, and then it came up.
Oh, for real? That's a major
so
glitch.
so people were not happy about that because they were like, oh, they were supposed to be on. I guess maybe it's not on now. Maybe it's on later. And it was on later too. People thought it was on at 8 o'clock, but it was on at 10 o'clock, really. So,
which was bizarre because he was on the East Coast.
I know.
It was from Baltimore, which, by the way, coincidentally, is where Jada Pinkett Smith is from. So people are saying that was no accident, that he literally planned it that way to do it in her hometown. But also, I mean, here's the genius of it too. Not only sitting on it for a year, but he went around. I mean, every comic works on their material and it always kind of leaks out. We never heard peep of this leaking out.
No.
Like he did, what would you say? I didn't time it, but 15 minutes alone, maybe 12 minutes on this alone to close the show, and nobody leaked any of that material ahead of time.
Which is surprising.
It's very surprising. Yeah. It is very surprising.
Yeah, it was probably like 10, 12 minutes or so.
It was a big chunk of time, and everything he said was really good. That's why it breaks my heart. Some idiot on Twitter too was like, had this crazy take about, let me bring it up so I don't fucking misquote. The last thing you want to do is misquote a fucking moron. But it was like a big, if she was like a hot take, and it was catching fire too, I think, based on stupidity. We love to celebrate stupidity more in this country than anything else.
Pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything.
There's a lot of stupidity in this country, so it's kind of hard to not celebrate it. It's right there.
Alice Hamilton tweeted, controversial take, but I think Will Smith should slap Chris Rock again this year.
Oh, that's a stupid tweet.
Stupid tweet. And then again, the fucking guy on Inside Edition go, I can't believe Chris Rock crossed the line and called her the B word. It's like, do people really? I mean, we criticize Fox News for saying shit they blatantly know to be not true. I feel like we could throw Inside Edition on that list now too, because it's like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this woman is tearing down this major movie star, blowing her and banging her fucking 20-year-old son's friends,
blowing and banging, yes,
making her superstar husband sit at a fucking red table on her Facebook show to get interviewed about it.
Right.
Turn this guy into a mental nutcase that he slapped somebody live on the Oscars telecast, and you can't call her a bad word?
What did he call it? He called it selective what?
Selective outrage.
Yeah.
No.
Which was another genius title too, because it's like, that's basically what Will Smith did. He took his anger out on Chris Rock instead of Jada Pinkett Smith, who fucking deserved it.
Yep.
I saw a good tweet. I don't know who it was because I was just scrolling through Twitter, but somebody said that she was with Chris Rock may have even brought this up too, that she was with the rapper guy there. What's his name? Tupac.
Oh, really?
What?
That she dated Tupac before Will Smith. And that Tupac was one of these like hardcore, tough fucking guys, and that Will Smith is a teddy bear, and that she just doesn't want like. And didn't we talk about this too? That she admitted that she didn't want to get married to him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Remember we talked. There was something like she didn't want to marry him, and then her mother was like, "You're being an idiot. Snap out of it. Like marry him." Like because he was already like on the come up. He was already making his way. And she was like, I mean, who wouldn't pick Will Smith over fucking Tupac? I mean,
hello.
Yeah.
Any parent would make that choice for their daughter, but she didn't want to marry him. She was like crying. She didn't want to fucking do it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess she likes bad boys, and Will Smith is not a bad boy. He don't even curse in his rap songs. Come on.
I know. He seems so nice.
Yeah, I know.
That's true. He doesn't. Even though he starred in the movie Bad Boys. That does not count.
I love that movie. Well, it's the series.
Didn't he play like the rich, like one, like really like, I don't know, like the rich pretty boy one in that like one?
He plays the cop he's got family money.
Yeah.
And that he doesn't need to be a cop, but he wants to be a cop. That's his character.
Yeah. Yeah. Those, oh God, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. So good for Chris Rock. He fucking turned that thing into a $40 million payday. Waited a year, just waited in the weeds for a year to come back and slap the shit out of Will Smith verbally. And I thought he did a brilliant job. And anybody who doesn't agree is a hack and a moron trying to get fucking, what do they call that? Clout chasing?
Yep.
Fucking Inside Edition. The B word. Moron.
Mm.
Speaking of morons, Jackson Mahomes. Did you see the video clip of him?
Ugh. That guy makes me want to vomit.
This fucking guy should go to jail for this. No? I mean, am I wrong to say?
Yes. Yeah, very much. Very much. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, punk.
Everybody hated Jackson Mahomes. This is Patrick Mahomes' brother, who every time Patrick Mahomes has a great accomplishment in life because of his hard work and effort and talent and skill, his dumb fucking brother is dancing and making TikToks right behind him, celebrating Patrick's accomplishments, not any of his own. And he drives everybody, he drives everybody fucking crazy.
Everyone hates him.
Everybody hates him. But Patrick has been all along being like, my brother's dancing in TikToks. He's celebrating my success. Leave him alone. And so everybody's kind of been like, all right, there's not much you can really say until this moment, which I put on the link out on the live chat right now, where he literally grabs this woman by the throat and forcibly kisses her.
Ooh.
In like a backstage.
Maybe that's not so. No, not him though.
Yeah, it's like in a weird back office area in a restaurant. Turns out it was I thought it was just a server in the restaurant. It's the fucking restaurant owner.
Yep.
Who is married.
Oh shit.
I think about this poor woman. She's got the brother. She's got this like internet star coming off of the Super Bowl win. And, I guess they're having drinks and whatever. And she puts her drink down on the desk and he grabs her by the throat and kisses her. Not once, but after she rejects him and pushes him away, he goes back in and does it again. Like
amazing.
Like
world-class piece of shit, this guy.
He thinks he's hot shit because his brother is talented. He is lame. He's like what's that Baldwin brother that has no talent?
Is it Billy?
It's Alec.
Billy.
Yes, Billy. He's like the Billy Baldwin of his family.
There's a couple of them.
Steven. Wait. There's like 30 of them. I don't know. He's the one that has no talent. But he's so annoying. I'm surprised because I thought he swung the other way, but
I know.
Right?
I know. Me too.
I don't know. I hope somebody brings this fucker up against charges because that was going in the second time really kind of put me over the top. Like, you just, that's not something you do.
Maybe he thought she was into that.
Well, I blame that fucking movie. It wasn't that the same movie where didn't he grab the girl by the throat or something? Or was that a different movie?
What movie? 365?
Yeah, it was like a trend on TikTok where the guy grabbed the girl by the throat and kissed her, and everybody was like, "This is so hot."
Yeah, but it's a different situation. He's in a club with someone who is not. He's not seeing. He's not dating. He's nothing. It's just the owner. You don't do that. Like if you did that to me, okay, that's hot. Him doing it to practically a complete stranger, not good.
No.
Well, she's been doing it to me for the last 3 months, and I've been trying to get her to stop. But so.
Can you? Well, obviously, it's not working because.
No, listen. You make a good point, but that's the problem with men. They cannot distinguish the difference. They don't realize. It should be okay. You should know it's okay because it's your partner or your wife or your fiance and they've talked about it or they've mentioned on a podcast to other people that you should be doing it. Whatever it is, not just some fucking stranger. You're right, Cuddles. But this guy's an idiot like most men are, but in particular, talentless hacks that their brother is could you imagine your brother gets all the talent in the world and you just do dances on TikTok? Like
that's talent.
That's fucking tough.
but he really doesn't do it so well. So
And he doesn't even
No. And
do it
when he
that
does
good.
do it, yeah, and when he does it on like what was it? A memoriam to like a player that had passed away or something. He did like a TikTok dance on like a
God.
gated off area or like I don't know. He did it like last season, and they hated it. Kansas City hated him. Him and Mahomes' wife.
And his
They
wife.
can't stand.
Yeah.
Aw.
But it's got to
I
be
don't
tough
blame
when
them.
you're the sibling of somebody who's super talented.
Mm.
Just ask J-Sab's brother, that poor guy.
Oh,
Or
thank you.
ask Frank, because we've been trying to get his brother on.
I know.
Really,
I mean, he's the brother with the more talent, obviously.
he's the Alec. But we got
Right.
the Billy, and we're making it work. We're doing the
Right.
best we can with it.
Actually, it's not Billy. It's Daniel.
That's the bad one.
No,
Wait,
no, the one
Billy?
that has the
Stephen and Daniel.
Stephen is the one whose daughter is married to the Canadian kid that I can't stand.
Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh.
No, but Billy was
I
good
know
in Biodome. You can never take that away from him.
He was in Biodome.
He
thought the
killed it
other
in
one was
Biodome. Yeah, that was
I
great.
don't know. There's just too many of them.
It's fucking great. John Morant, here's another genius. So this guy is a basketball player, for those who don't know, and he's been allegedly in several scenarios where a gun was pulled, and nobody's ever been able to like, confirm it or nail him down. So he's just been like skirting by.
God.
Tremendous NBA athlete. This guy.
Rhoda. Sorry.
What?
Rhoda just wrote a comment. I'm sorry, I'm dying. If Frank's brother doesn't love Biden and have his lips on his ass, he's better.
Oh my God.
That's hurtful. The apologies are going to
I
need to be made.
mean, he's right. So
Stop. What was I saying now? Oh, John Morant. Yeah, they can never prove that this guy had a gun in these gun situations until he went on Instagram live from a strip club where he literally pulls a gun on camera that is plain to see. And now he is facing, wait for it, a whopping 2-game suspension from the NBA.
So dumb.
That's a lot of money.
2 games though for pulling out a gun in a strip club on Instagram Live. You should be getting suspended a lot more than that. Especially, and it's not like this is like, oh, the first time this clean-cut guy has been rumored to have a gun. This is like the 4th time he's allegedly had a gun, and they could finally prove it with this Instagram Live video. So there's John Morant.
Jesus.
I didn't expect much from you two on the John Morant situation. I just wanted to put it out there for everybody.
I don't know who that is.
It's okay. When was the last time either of you watched an NBA game? On purpose.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I actually do like basketball, but
I don't. Well, when was Ewing on a team? Is it Patrick Ewing?
You're talking about
God, 1998.
30 years ago.
Okay, well then 30 years ago. Okay, yes.
My favorite part about the John Morant story, and I can't give anybody credit for this because 50 people said it on Twitter, but they're starting to call him Ja Warrant, which is pretty hilarious. If you ask me. All right. Lastly, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting another remake, and people are very upset because it's a cartoon, like an animated film. And April O'Neil this time has come back as what I can only describe as a middle-aged African-American overweight lunch lady.
What?
That's basically
Oh boy.
Really?
what she looks like. And
I thought
people
you were gonna say. Okay. I'm sorry for interrupting. I thought you were gonna say that they were gonna come back and they were gonna make it that one of the Ninja Turtles came out of the closet.
Or I was gonna say or trans.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
trans
see?
turtle who's on OnlyFans,
Right.
which in
I
their
pay for
world
it.
is onlyturtles.com. So, yeah. Can I be honest with you though? People are getting all upset because I don't know why people are mad at when a white character becomes black. I feel like that's just that's an easy way to catch a racist these days. Like, you know, outside of
Not like to
saying
catch a predator, but to catch a racist.
to catch a racist, yeah. Outside of just saying racist as what and just waiting for them to say what. That's basically the quickest way to catch a racist these days. But I will say she's pretty, like April O'Neil is like a young woman on the town, digging up stories, bringing people to justice with good old fashioned journalism. This young lady.
What they make her?
What?
What did they make her into? Like,
Well, I'm just, you know, she's a little, I put the link in the description so everybody can see the picture of her. She's like a little frumpy. You know, she's a little, she doesn't look like a starving journalist who April O'Neil clearly is, because we all know that journalists don't get paid well.
Right.
And, you know, she just looks, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She does look a little plain. I will say this to her defense. Even the Ninja Turtles look like shit. Like nobody looks good in these drawings. Like the whole thing looks like a fucking nightmare. And the thing that people should be most pissed off about is now we got to buy fucking Ninja Turtle shit again. This is like the 17th reboot of this fucking franchise.
That's kind of annoying.
They're worse than Star Wars, these fucking Ninja Turtle people. So frumpy April O'Neil, which I don't care for, because I feel, I'm sorry, this is gonna be a little insensitive. Perhaps you're gonna be hurt. I think April O'Neil should be hot as shit, like undeniably super hot.
She should. Yeah.
She should look like 100%. Halle Berry more than who's the one that on Sex and the City that the podcaster that the redhead slept with. She looks like that.
Oh.
And not to say that that's not attractive. Some people are attracted to that type of person.
In the new Sex in the City?
Yeah, in the new Sex in the City.
Oh, what? That's fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. They did her wrong.
Yeah, right.
Why would you do that?
They did do her wrong.
And her jacket's not as yellow as it should be also. Let me just throw that out there. April O'Neil.
Who is making these decisions?
I don't know. I think it's the guy on Inside Edition who's afraid to say the word bitch.
Definitely not a Gen X or a millennial.
No. Well, you know, that's, yeah, exactly.
Do you think the guy on Inside Edition was afraid that Jada will come after him and slap the shit out of him too? Yeah.
That's why he was like, just say B word. Just say B word. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he said the sentence, crossed the line by calling Jada the B word.
I call Janine a bitch all the time.
She does.
When I text her, I'm like, hey ho, or yo bitch.
Right.
Like, and we're fine with that. I hate when men are like, that's so wrong to talk to a woman like that, to do the, like if a woman says it, okay, but like, go step away. Grow some nuts and step away.
Right.
All right. Real question. Who is the hottest April O'Neil?
I'd say maybe from
the
original Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
See, you say you and Frank are polar opposites, but that was his answer too. Okay.
Really?
Yes, that was the exact answer he gave.
Well, I guess me
Who's
and Frank.
the original? I don't
remember her name, but let's go to the judges.
Wrong.
Sorry, we were looking for April O'Neil from the second movie. Even hotter than Megan Fox. Let me ask you this question. This is a question for Cuddles and J Sabs and everybody in the live chat and watching afterwards or listening on the podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Who is the hottest cartoon / total fictional, not real person character you've ever had a thing for? That you were ever like, shit, I know this isn't real, but that is one hot blank.
Oh.
B word.
Jessica Rabbit.
You were attracted to Jessica Rabbit because now our marriage is going to get a lot more interesting.
She's hot. I'm not a hater. When I say a woman is hot. She's gorgeous.
That was actually going to be my answer too, which is really exciting. And also Mercury's answer was Jessica Rabbit. I don't know if there's a hotter character, a female, than Jessica Rabbit, but I was looking for male because I've never, I don't know. That's not the way I go. So I don't know. I was curious to get your opinion on hottest male character.
Hottest male.
Again, not real cartoon or comic book or drawn or whatever. The Jessica Rabbit fanfare is coming in.
You know who's cute? The guy from The Little Mermaid with his blue eyes.
Eric
and dark hair. Yes.
Babe, what did I say when we went to Disney on our honeymoon? What did I say to the princesses when they came around and we ate in Cinderella's castle? I said, I had my Eric, meaning you, because you were my prince.
Oh,
something tells me.
I love The Little Mermaid. I absolutely love The Little Mermaid, and that's how I know Eric is the prince. And I told the princess as they walked around.
Got it. This looks like your husband, Janine. This is exactly like your husband.
Yeah, okay.
Don't talk shit about Guy.
Right. Definitely not.
I mean, he's a brown-haired guy. That's what your husband is.
No, he ain't no Eric. I'll tell you that.
Are you fucking... All right, hold on a second. Stop it. I just looked up Eric. Here's a picture of Eric. Look, I'm going to hold this up for people who don't know. Look, there he is. Look at that face. That face screams, did you restart your modem? Try unplugging and replugging.
How come I can find all the buttons but not your one button?
No. Yeah, see, this is Mercury, male. I don't know if we have a lot of male. I feel like there's tons of male cartoon characters, but you never hear anybody going, that Eric. By the way, does Eric have a last fucking name?
Prince. Eric the Prince.
Prince Eric.
No.
You're correct. Yeah.
Hold on. Really cartoon crushes male.
I really don't think I've had one.
The 39 absolute hottest cartoon characters of all time.
Miss Justice
kind of
says,
creepy. I'm going to get in trouble now.
Miss Justice says John Smith from Pocahontas.
Ooh.
I have a feeling though that we're going to. If I really start to look at all the Disney princes, they're going to look mostly the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like they're all going to be basically. I mean, the same goes for the princesses. Really, only their colors changes is the hair color.
Right. Not really. We have Tiana, we have Moana, we have those that are like a little different.
John Smith is a blonde too. He's very, very different looking. All right, J-Sebs, you said you had the 30 hottest male cartoon characters?
Well, I got 10.
Okay, I'll take 10. Thank you. I didn't want to have to sit through the other 20.
What's the top 10?
Oh, no, that's women.
See?
Come on.
This goes back to my theory that women are the only real beautiful thing we have. Men are just fucking here.
You don't really.
We're just here to lift things. We're not really
like
beautiful.
What? Penis?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, give me the wait, do you have the 10 male characters or no?
Yep.
All right, lay it
10
on me.
Hercules. 10 Hercules from Hercules.
Are all 10 of these Disney characters?
9. I don't know yet. Let's see.
Okay, good.
9 is Prince Hans from Frozen.
Ooh. Hans is the cutie, but not
8.
hot.
Thomas, Pocahontas. 7, Tarzan.
Yeah.
6 is Milo Thatch, Atlantis, The Lost Empire. No. 5 is Aladdin.
I was going to say
4
Aladdin.
Is Flynn Rider, Tangled. Okay. 3, Roger Radcliffe, 101 Dalmatians. 2, Prince Adam, Beauty and the Beast. And 1 is Shang from Mulan.
That sounds like they put a shocking thing in there at number 1 so people get angry and argue about it and share it.
Yeah. Right.
All right, now Sybil says Barney Rubble, and I wish she wasn't joking about that because that would be really exciting if people found Barney Rubble.
Who's the father from Family Guy?
Peter Griffin.
Griffin.
It's strange
because
we know
that looks like Peter Griffin.
Yeah, we know the real Peter Griffin. We know a guy who looks like Peter Griffin who showed up to the Halloween party one year dressed as Peter Griffin, and we didn't. We were like, "Why didn't you get dressed this year?"
Who are you?
Yeah,
Again?
he's like, "I am dressed," and we're like, "Oh, I didn't realize." There is that real Peter Griffin guy that runs around on the internet with the voice and everything.
Yeah.
You seen that
Weird.
guy?
Mm-hmm.
It is weird. Like, what do you think he's doing right now?
Ugh.
You think he's sitting in his room like, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
all the ladies know Fred is gay. Paul, it's the ascot. Shaggy is a good answer. Who was the most attractive male on Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know the characters.
Is Fred gay? Wait, the girl came out as a lesbian, but they never said that Fred was gay.
I don't know who the girl is that you're talking about.
All right, hold on. April C says Pinocchio. Inappropriate, because you're all going to be there going, lie to me, bitch. Lie to me. Not appropriate.
Lie to me.
I do like Pinocchio.
Sorry, I should say, lie to me, B word. Lie to me.
Right.
Look at Raven. Shang was my answer. All right, shit. Now we got to look up Shang. Shang was from what? Mulan?
Yep.
See,
Shang, Schlang, Schlong, same thing.
Have you seen Shang Schlong? It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This is like a kung fu karate thing because this guy looks like he can karate the fuck out of somebody.
He'll beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah, he'll beat the fuck. Yeah, you don't have to worry about losing your wallet on the subway when you're fucking riding next to Shang. He's gonna take care of it.
Oh. Lie to me.
All right. Do you hear that noise? That's us scraping the bottom of the barrel. I think it's time to move on. Anything else, Jay Sabs? We haven't heard about your life. Usually there's something big going on. Any happenings?
I mean, not really.
Everything's quiet?
Slow week?
Yeah. Slow week, slow. Oh, I'm going to try to go maybe tomorrow or Wednesday to see about my ticket.
Oh.
So we'll see if I actually have one. If there's no record of my ticket, then you guys were right. But I have a feeling there's going to be a record of my ticket. I'm going to have to pay something. So we'll see.
Don't see how. Now, when did you get this again? It wasn't like October?
On Halloween. And there was a whole data breach thing, and that's why you couldn't go on the internet. And then I got a letter, and I went on their website, and it says ticket not found. So
why are you going tomorrow?
Because I just don't trust that. I just don't want to get pulled over, have to go in handcuffs. Okay, maybe I won't go. I just don't.
I could just see Janine in handcuffs with a cop and her being like, "Ooh, make it tighter."
I'll slam my body against the hood of the car and be like, press my face against it. I'm okay.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, right.
All right, now it's getting weird for everybody.
All right, go ahead.
We'll see.
I just don't know why you're going. You can't call. You have to go.
Yep, can't do it. You could only do it by ways of internet, or you have to go in person. You cannot call.
All right, so now you go there tomorrow, and what's the procedure here? You say, I got a ticket.
Last time because remember I went there once, and they were like, I didn't even tell them. I opened my mouth to say I got a ticket, and they say, "Are you here for a ticket?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Here's your paper. You'll get something in the mail in January, maybe." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
And now it's March, and you never got that thing in the mail.
I did get it in the mail, and it said you have to either come in person, doesn't give a date, or pay your ticket online. You cannot pay the ticket online if its ticket's not found. So that's why I'm going in person.
When they gave you the paper, did you fill out your address at all?
Nope.
So they sent it to you. They knew.
Yep.
So then you got a ticket.
Well, yeah, because it's through the DMV, they can get your address, but still, everything out here is really backwards and You're better off going and being safe
Yeah.
and not getting pulled over when you have the kids with you and them being like, oh, you're under arrest for a warrant because you didn't pay a ticket.
I was just gonna say that's crazy, Cuddles. Nobody would ever give a mother arrest a mother of two, but I would also say nobody would give a mother of two a fucking ticket, and this piece of shit clearly did.
When she's dressed as fucking what's his name, Joker's girlfriend, in full makeup. Come on. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
Cuddles, you have anything else?
No, my life is boring. I'm doing Girl Scout stuff right now.
Did you ever? Oh, that sounds like a really good idea. Not to go into that for me.
Girl, I had to go to a leaders meeting.
Oh, girl.
Like a cartel. It's like a mafia.
I know it is. They attack you as soon as you walk out of the supermarket or Target.
They do.
I have a question. Did you watch The Last of Us last night?
Oh yeah. I did.
But you didn't do a.
I was going to do it, and then at the last minute I decided not to, which was a mistake. I should have. But now I'm thinking for sure the season finale next week. It's got to be.
No, I can't believe it's already the season finale.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it in the beginning. At first, I was like, too soon, step back. But now I'm like, what's gonna happen with Joel? What's going on? Like, I have to watch it.
Full spoilers. Did you see it? You watched it, J. Sams?
Yep.
Let's review it. What did you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know the backstory, which I want to know why. First of all, I was confused, and maybe I still don't know because I had to pause it and ask my husband questions. I'm sorry, the roommate, and he just looked at me like I had 5 heads, and I was like, never mind. I'll just go on the internet and ask then.
This is a safe place. No judgment. Ask away.
Thank you.
What were you confused about?
Who did they say, like when they say he killed that little girl's father? Who was that little girl's father? Oh, we don't know yet.
Was it? No, yeah. Was it the episode before? It was the guy. Remember when Joel got stabbed?
Yes.
Those 3 guys.
Oh.
He kills one of them.
I see. Because they made it sound like I thought it was from like a long time ago. But no.
I could see how that would be confusing because I don't think I even got it. I think even Cuddles might have been.
I got it. I told you. I said, remember the 4 guys before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you go into that episode before and you think, oh, these are the guys that are protecting this town. But that's not the case. It turns out that they were just so happened to be there.
Right.
It was one of those weird coincidences where nobody was in that town and they just got there at the same time. And that's how unfortunate it was.
It's fucked up, though.
Yeah.
And then, that like leader guy.
Oh, God.
He was creepy.
All right. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you how gullible I am?
What?
When I was watching, and for those of you who saw it, right? So he gets what's the girl's name? Emily? What the fuck's her name? It doesn't matter. When they put her
Ellie.
Ellie, thank you.
Ellie, yes. I knew it was something.
I'm like, Emily in Paris, is that it? I'm
confusing shows.
When Ellie's in the prison and he's talking to her, and now Cuddles is like, this guy's a creeper. But I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and he's like, "You're a leader. Like I see myself in you." For a second there, I go, I think he's just a lonely. When he started talking to her, so it's this older gentleman, and Ellie's a young girl, and she's in the jail cell. When he started talking to her, I thought it was a little sexual, and then he started talking about how he's like, all these people look up to me and I just have to lead them. And he's like, and I see that in you. Look at everything you've done. Cause she's like been like killing people and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, you know what? This guy is just lonely. And I think he just wants another leader. And then he touched her hand and I was like, oh no, he's a fucking creeper. But for a second there, and I just, afterwards, when I was thinking about that, I'm like, if I'm in that jail cell, I'm blowing that guy 2 minutes later because I would have been falling for his little fucking speech. I totally fell for his little speech
2
of like,
minutes.
I
yeah,
saw it when he walked in that room. I said to you, I said, he is no good. He is a pedophile. He's a creeper.
yeah.
And you didn't
I
want to
did
listen
too.
to me, but I
When
felt
he
it.
when he walked into that room, I did too, because I'm like, there's no way a man in that age in this post-apocalyptic world is not gonna like try and get the young girl. You know, I totally thought he was a creeper. But as he's talking and he's like him just talking about being a leader and being alone at the top and having to provide for all these people, and I and you're doing that too. You know, I kind of was like, oh, he really just needs somebody
Yeah.
to rely on. Like he's looking for somebody to look up to, and now he's looking up to this little girl. But that wasn't really it. He just wanted to make her his
That's
wife, I
because you're
guess.
weak.
Ew, creep.
I'm like a weak, gullible. Do you think he
Yeah.
wanted to just sleep with her, or do you think he wanted to, I think he wanted to make her like the queen of the little tribe there.
Right.
Yeah, but she's like what, 13?
I don't know
14
how
years
old she's
old?
supposed to be there. I think 14.
Yeah, well,
That's what I
again,
thought.
in a
Still,
post-apocalyptic
listen.
world, you start to lose your standards a little bit. Some of these people,
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
Yep.
not condoning that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, I don't like. It's not like he could be like, I'll just wait around for the next, 35-year-old to come walking by.
Right.
Like I think he was genuinely attracted to her, though.
Ew.
Like I think he admired her, her leadership abilities. Unless I'm just falling for it again. I'm not entirely sure. I'm all very.
You're
confused.
falling
You are
for
falling
it.
for it.
I'm
You are.
gullible.
He just knew that,
I am gullible. I learned. I swear to God, I got up this morning, and when you just start randomly thinking about shit, that popped into my head, and I came to the conclusion that I can be a real gullible idiot at times, and that was one of those times where I just totally fell for what that guy was saying.
Sure, I'll help you. That's what you would say.
I kind of felt for him for a split second there. He got me, and I felt for him. I really,
I'll
really
help you
did.
save the world.
You know what's fucked
Nope.
up when right before that, when she notices the ear and the finger that's on the fucking,
Oh yeah.
which is why. Okay, so for people who don't watch the show, spoiler alert, she's in this jail cell, and they see this finger. She sees this finger and this ear underneath the butcher's table, and she realizes that they've been eating people in this place. And it's great filmmaking, TV show making, whatever you want to say, because prior to that, this girl brings out like a trough of meat for this guy to cook, because this little society they've been living on, they're living on this rationed food. And they said, oh, we only have like 2 weeks to live off of this food. And so this girl brings out this trough, and she's like, and the guy's like, what is that? The cook. And she's like, it's venison, and you're like, oh, all right. Because who knows
Okay.
what you're getting, bear, but whatever. But then you realize later on that no, they all know that they've been eating people.
Yeah, they do know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because he even said, he's like,
well, he said only a few know, not that many know, only like him and a few know.
yeah. But even then, I kind of don't believe that, because you got to think, if a few of them know, probably all of them know, and they're just ignoring it because they're fucking hungry.
Ugh.
Ew.
But I don't know who that guy was, but he was a really good actor, because that scene where he sends the other guy away to get the medicine, and they're just talking and everything seems normal, and he seems like this nice preacher, and then all of a sudden he starts telling her about the guy who's the father who got killed. That was a quick turn. That was a good scene.
I know.
But you should have known that something was up when he like kept her alive. He wouldn't let anyone else kill her or hurt her, even though they wanted to do that to her, because like her and Joel had killed the little girl's father.
Right.
Like he was just like there's being religious, because he was, and being the leader, but like he was way too protective of her
Ew.
from the beginning.
I agree, but you were blind. You're right, but we're blinded by that because we want her to live so bad. So you kind of think to yourself, like there's some reason why he's keeping her alive.
Right.
But again, That's probably my naivete because I'm like,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like it's all,
Okay. How can we save the world by drinking this out of your member? Okay. Then you be the
Yeah.
first one.
but I know. Listen, I know telling people that your bit is a bad thing in that world, and she finally does tell that guy. I would just be telling them a lot sooner. I don't know if like I was her, I'd be like, I might be the cure. Look,
Mm-hmm.
you
I
know.
know.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
she never says that. She never says to anyone like I'm the cure or like I've been bitten and I'm still alive. Like she does not bring that up. Neither her or nor Joel do that.
Yeah. Paul, didn't Ant fall for Bitcoin?
Yep.
Hard, my friend. Hard.
That's very
She
cool.
was.
That's why our kids aren't going to college.
Well, the way that they acted today, neither of them would be just they're not going for those two.
Well, you know why, right? Tomorrow's a full moon, so there you go.
Oh, is
God,
that what it
why they were
is?
assholes today?
All
Can't
right, here
wait.
you go, J Sabs. Kaylin, I was arrested for an unpaid ticket with my
no.
kid in the car.
Oh my God, what kind of ticket was it?
Oh my
Please
God.
God.
You know, actually,
Does it matter if it was
as
a
long as
parking
you
ticket or a speeding ticket? I don't think so.
listen, I think once they meet baby Satan, they will be like, okay, just go pay it. We're not going to arrest you right now because they do not want to fuck with her.
Mm-mm.
I think
Mm-mm.
I think they will feel bad for you. So they will actually be like, okay, we'll take the ticket away. Like,
That sounds
God be with
terrible.
you.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who. This might be a sexist thing to say. Who arrests a mom with a kid in the fucking car? I mean, you've got to be. All right, if you got a warrant out for a bank robbery, I could understand that. But for a fucking ticket, come on. That seems
Right.
crazy to me.
Well, right.
I could see doing it.
I would
I could
hope
see
not.
arresting a guy, maybe. Even that, I think, is a little fucking ludicrous.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
My son literally fell asleep as the cop walked up. It was the luckiest thing ever. You should fucking sue this cop.
Yeah, seriously.
You should be able to sue people for
Janine,
being
you better go
dicks.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you should
I
go.
know. Oh, thanks.
Don't get pulled over on your
I'm
way
sorry. If you want me to watch the kids, I'll watch them. I feel so
Yep.
bad.
My parents are coming tomorrow, so that's why I can go and get them. So we'll see.
Is this what they do in Michigan? Is it Michigan? Go. I don't know. Maybe she's talking to somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Kaylin. That sounds terrible.
Jeez.
Yeah.
J Sabs, if you get pulled over by a preacher who tries to sweet talk you tomorrow, don't go for it. I've learned that is not.
Don't run.
You know what though? If he calls me a little cunt, I don't mind then.
Oh.
When he called her that, I laughed out loud. I was like,
I
wasn't
have to.
expecting that.
What?
I wasn't expecting that.
I have to say this too. I was a little upset at how fast Joel rebounded from the
Yeah,
two.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that was a little bit more believable.
yeah, that's all right.
He did eat the food though, and weren't you so proud of her when she shot the deer? I was like, this fucking,
Yeah, no.
this is fucking great. I'm like, they're gonna eat now. This is
Right.
fantastic. That's a
I
fucking.
know.
It's a good show. I got wrapped up into the show quite like. I didn't realize
Yeah,
how hard
I
I was
like it
gonna
now.
fall for the show.
Did you watch Sex Life Part 2, D? Not yet.
No.
Did you watch Part 1?
No, I haven't.
you,
I don't
you
think
didn't
I've
watch.
watched that.
Yes, you have. I think you did. No?
What
I
is
don't
that a
think
show?
so.
Okay, you have to watch Sex Life then, Part 1.
Is it Skinamax? What is it?
It is. It's just about a mom who's, used to have like a crazy sort of life.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah, I can't watch it.
Why?
I can't watch it because I will be so fucking mad. I will be so I've read about it. I will just want to go through the TV and fucking beat the shit out of her. I'm sorry. I can't take that. I can't take cheating and stuff.
I mean, did you see the guy she cheated with?
I mean, I saw the. Was it at the gym where
Jim.
they showed like the full frontal
Yes, exactly.
of his pee-pee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that. I get, he was
Oh, was it?
packing.
Well, not only that, just that they're. Well, did you watch the whole thing or no?
No, I won't watch it.
Oh, girl, you have to. Girl, let me tell
I
you something.
can't do it. I
If
can't.
you watch it, Anthony will have a good night that night. Okay?
No, she gets really mad at the
All I
cheating
have to
stuff. She
do-
doesn't like it. She gets really angry.
I don't. All I have to do is read a part of some of my books, and he has a good night. Don't worry.
Now, this
But I
one,
can't read. I can't watch that.
I had to pause it in the middle of the show. Just one of them. Well, anyway, I'm up to season 2, so maybe I'll watch that now, and maybe.
All right. Well, you can't talk about this and not tell people where is it? Skinemax? Is
No,
it
it's
Netflix?
Netflix.
It's Netflix. Okay.
It's good.
All right, there you
And
go.
actually, the two people are actually dating in real life, so that's why I like it even better. I don't know. I get
The
excited.
husband or the other guy?
The other guy.
See, now I'm even fucking madder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I can't watch it.
Paul says Sex Lives of College Girls is really good too.
So I watched 2 of them. The only thing is, they're British, so it's like sometimes it's hard for me to understand a British accent. Like me and the roommate will look at each other and be like, "What did they just say?" And you're like, "Fuck, rewind it." Okay, still can hear it. Rewind it. But yeah, I like it.
Isn't that the one that's who's the girl from The Office? Mindy Kaling?
No, that's not her.
That's not her show?
Sex Lives of College. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of. It's a show about sex.
It's like every show you watch. It's hard.
I
to
know,
keep
right?
track of.
Sex shows.
Is it? Are we watching shows about sex now because we're older? Because I don't remember watching these things when I was like in our 20s.
Yeah, me either.
You know, there
Look at
wasn't
that
that many shows though in our 20s. We definitely
Yeah.
watched like American Pie. Like there was movies about sex and coming of age and all that kind of shit. There wasn't shows like there are now.
He's right. Sex education.
Really?
That's what it was. And that's like it's hard to follow just because of the accent.
Okay.
So
And case in point, we're confusing sex shows
Yeah,
because there's
exactly.
so fucking many of them.
no.
By the
Sex
way,
Lives
Rob,
of College Girls is on my list.
by the way, Robin said Sex in the Country, which would be a fantastic show. I would just love that show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be great to have 4 middle-aged moms in the suburbs doing the whole Sex in the City bit.
Oh God.
Ugh. Ugh.
I think
We
that would-
live in the suburbs, and you don't catch me going outside.
I'm just saying, I think that would be fantastic. Because didn't they have a lot of sex in the City?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this would be great. They would all be sitting at the
Samantha
coffee
did.
shop, being like,
Yeah,
"Remember,
right.
remember 3 months ago when I slept with my husband? That was. Can we still talk
Coffee
about that?
shop.
Yeah, or a Walmart. I don't know, whatever it is. Oh, by the way, did you see this? They're closing 2 Walmarts in Portland, Oregon, because they're stealing so much from them.
Yeah, I saw that too.
2 Walmart.
Seriously?
Fucking Walmart is like, we can't take it anymore. We can't take the losses. $6
Which is
billion
horrible.
in revenue, and they're like, we can't take the losses in Portland, Oregon.
Well, I'm not surprised it's Portland, Oregon, or whatever. But yeah,
I swear to God, I
Who's go-
thought
I
there
don't
was.
shop at Walmart.
Listen, I
I
thought
refuse to.
that there was just a bunch of Dave Matthews fans with hacky sacks in Portland, Oregon. I don't know what's going on up there.
I could just see that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But-
All right. Well,
All right, that's it. We're done. We were
Done.
done like an hour ago.
yeah, we definitely were. I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. I was. All right, that's it. Appreciate Jay Sams. There she goes.
Did she just fucking hang up?
She just that's her thing. She just goes. She just leaves. You know what we didn't talk about?
Okay.
We didn't talk about my mother, who calls me, not really calls me. Let's really be truthful here. My mother calls my kids to speak with my kids It just so happened to be on
You
National
mean
Sunday.
our kids?
Yeah. And not like Sunday, like son, like I'm her son. National Sunday. No acknowledgement of Sunday. She goes like this. And you were there. Don't lie, Cuddles. My mother goes like this. She goes, I caught a little of your podcast there. She's like, it's all right. What happened to Janine? That was what she said to me. Do you remember?
That is exactly what she said. Exactly.
She goes, saw a little of the podcast. It was almost like she was trying to say, I saw the podcast, not my cup of tea, but good try, son. Now, what happened to Janine? That was basically the gist of her tone on National Sunday. Like, and I said, I'm like, and also, okay, here's the other thing. Here's how you know somebody has zero support for, like, everybody kind of knows Janine shows up 40 minutes late and leaves 45 minutes early. Like, that's Janine's MO on the podcast. So unless you know, come in the middle to get her, that's what she said. Unless you know to show up in the middle to hear Janine, you're not a real fan of the podcast, which clearly my mother is not.
Exactly. Your mother is not.
Yeah. Got some of the podcasts.
The uncles are real fans.
Yeah, uncles are real fans. Which, okay, and here's the other lie. My mom didn't catch the podcast. She caught one of the highlights. That heard 30 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. She has never sat down and committed to a full episode. 100%. So, in case any of you are wondering why this podcast exists, that would be the reason right there. We're all just trying to cover up mommy issues here. Cover up mommy issues for the table. Cuddles, you were brilliant this episode.
Oh, thank you.
Aside from the part where you and Janine were talking about seeing some guy's dick in the locker room, I thought you were great. So thank you. I wish you would stop looking at strange men's penises in locker rooms. But other than that,
I don't. I love
everything was great.
Oh, thank you. It was my pleasure.
We will catch you guys on Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, like and share the episode. Damn it. And also you could become a member, get some exclusive perks, and you just be supporting your favorite podcast for just $2.99 a month. That's a pretty good deal. That's it. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Say good night, Cuddles.
Good night, Cuddles.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now.